A pleasant good afternoon. If you are just joining us, welcome to Foka FM 89.5. And this we want to apologize that we are starting for some technical reasons, but nevertheless, we are here today back ready for another great edition of the program, the Youth Panorama, where we get to share inspiring stories about young people in and out of Africa who's making headlines and sharing their journeys with us. It's about their challenges, it's about their struggles, and it's also about their achievements, how they get here, what they passed through, what they did before they get here. So we just don't want to be in a space where we get to know what amazing job the young people are doing, especially when it comes to life. So this their success story. We're going to talk about challenges that center around them. So if you are just joining us, welcome to Foca FM 89.5 of the Youth Panorama. And of course, I am your host, Priscilla George. We are going to keep hearing this beautiful voice on this program until whenever when I say so. So today I have with me in studio and he's innovative, he's creative, he's been working in a space where you focus on quality education, advocate for quality education, and he's also into and driving change. So today, I want us to listen to this amazing young man, this magnificent young man, as he share his story with us, his journey. We all can listen and learn from it. So I don't want to go any further because I want to give him the opportunity to better introduce himself for us. So I'm going to turn him now so he can talk.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. George, for firstly for the platform and for an exclusive introduction.
Yeah.
I didn't know I had all those quality though. I never escaped one uh, youth leader. And I'm also, as you said, an advocate for SDGs Goal 4 of the United Nations, which is quality education. And I have this organization, which is Empowering Protective Organization, which I serve as the founder and executive director. And I also have this vision, Heroes of Change Leadership and Development podcast, working on a program that in Africa, Junior Youth for Africa, where we bring forces from out of the four countries in Africa and got to say about the development.
Okay, so we all listened to James and he talked about his involvement in some of the things he's engaged with. He's into youth leadership. He's an advocate for quality go for, which is the education. This go focuses on quality education where each and everyone, or most of the time, when it comes to young people education to be to ensure every child, every young person have access to quality education, no matter where you're from or who you. So now bringing it to our country Nigeria. So I want us to talk about this change because I don't know if we are actually getting the quality education that we need here in Liberia. Because sometimes we have other schools that are, I'm not say I shouldn't say they don't have enough schools. They are be lying, but I've seen so many schools around here, not just the primary and secondary school, but also the vocational school for people, the trade. But the issue that I've sensed is the fact that give quality education to young people so that they can be up there, they can know how to make profound decisions to build themselves, to build their capacity, their learning. Also, be able to access quality education, but it should be affordable. But then looking at some of the challenges people go through, I think some parents also they have children's they in school fees high and children do not have the opportunity to go to school, right? So now you as a young in that space, right? I want you to give your own this idea. But first let's get into your story, right? What inspired you to get involved with quality education?
All right, thank you so much, Priscilla. So, like I said, I'm an advocate for quality education. Actually, my journey started from when I was in high school. Actually, coming out, I had this vision of working with those sales advantage with those people who cost. So, the main thing I actually draw my attention to do more is the fact that where they are heading to.
Okay.
I believe that education helps you to recall where you are heading, where you are coming from. It's also involved with history. So, know where they are heading, make sure in other obstacles, they won't be in that space. So I thought it was that working with them will not just be about telling them to move in the street, but it's also about giving they themselves can decide if it is good for them to be in that habit or they can leave.
Okay.
So that was the main reason how I began advocating for college. Also in Liberia, African, all right,
Mm-hmm.
we love our education, like
Okay.
formal education. We love to go to school,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have those necessary things that we're able to learn better, like people that are out of the country or if in comparison in the European countries or so. So having good laboratories, having good libraries, having good computer labs and other stuff, it can boost our educational system that people is uh, going to school in Liberia and also achieving their dreams. You
Okay.
found out that people are going out of the country to get other qualities. Like I want to do engineering. I don't want to do it in my country because the education in my. So I feel we all need the educational system. So I think first, in order for these of people help to see that we achieve that goal.
Exactly. I mean, we are in a culture where having modern schools is an issue. We are still on this traditional way of learning. Like if you visit some learning institutions, they in modern countries with their computers and all of
Exactly.
that. Right? But here still with probably which is very, very much frustrating for some of us. Like let me share still in high school. What I used to if a teacher comes to class, right, they know if I'm exhausted, what I do, I use my phone and I just take a picture. So it used to be my thing when my phone got stolen. It was intentional, but school time and then they stole. So that day he say you not let rest. I mean sometimes these things are so frustrating for us. If you just want to get the notes somewhere where you type the writing much. I'm not saying writing is wrong, but then we have to get up there. We have to be modern in society. How technology is advancing everything gradually. So this way of education or learning. We should open more space where young people can go and learn in a comfortable, not a place where they feel they're under pressure, like they are stressed. No, but should be able to provide space for each and every one of them. So now coming to your organization, talked about empower, what's it,
Our
like,
potential youth organization.
empowering potential youth organization. So as a youth in like my, I know I know that most of us, we do not really get time for this, because especially here in Liberia, we prefer having fun, we prefer going to entertainment centers and have just go out that day, fun, and then go back home. But you are a young, you are involved in the things that you just your own organization and just get into this.
Okay. So when you spoke about having money or other youth having money, it actually sounded funny because my mom is
Yeah.
so she's always like, if I have money for you, I will actually go and buy it. I will give you
Mm-hmm.
and not give you the money because once you give me that money, I'm trying to put it into something that will benefit to my institution or other youth out there. So I'm not yet directly into entertainment like that. I enjoy people doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm not saying that it's wrong. We have to know. What we are doing.
Right.
Thank you. So, what actually prompted me having my own organization was the same thing with the Sogo's business. At first, I thought I could start with those guys that are in the street and then to try to change them. I know I'm not too small for it, or I was not too little for it, but then I thought that we have so many people that are doing this in other institutions that are working with these schools.
Yeah.
So why not start from the grassroots where we have students, people that are coming up, maybe they might want to shift into that place and reason because that's the reason why a lot of people are there, are stay there.
Right.
Because if you have better education on what causes it might bring to them or what effect it might bring. So I started working with students of creating a right mindset. And that team brought us to a understanding that we're not create a where we want to benefit people or creating a right mindset by empowering potential. So I think in my 10 years, because I own yeah, it was empowered by empowerment.
Mm.
The Polo Johnson, the guy who have the so at this program on the person actually spoke on how it started from grassroots, having nothing
Yeah.
because that thought started that I should have money before I can go into it.
Exactly. You can do anything that you need,
That's
but
true.
you don't need maybe work. You don't need plenty of money. You just have to start somewhere.
Exactly. So I thought I have to be a rich man, yeah, before I can get into this thing. But when I listen to people, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name good, but when I listen to his story, it actually boosts me to feel that I'm not too little for what I want to do, and with my passion for it, I can achieve whatever I want to do. It's 2 years in assistant. I started it when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
We started in 12th grade. So when I got inspired by this man story, I started right away because I'm someone that the moment I got a thought, that moment. So at that time, I didn't have anything to support me. But I think it was the weekend of that week, and I went to the cafe. I started working on my own settings. Like I asked the guy there to do a logo and other stuff. But then I actually thought that I would get to boost it. Unfortunately, it wasn't as I thought. I had to go down, waited for about 1 year before I was at the first conference, which was the Creative Radnet conference. I've made it an admin in October of this year.
Okay.
So we shift youth mind from thinking on the net, growing on the positive thing. So working with youth has actually been focused where I found pleasure in doing it. I don't just do it because I feel that people are looking or people see it as a good thing, but I found pleasure in doing it. Whenever I'm speaking with young people, I can actually feel good, like it's the first time. Yeah. So I got a major into the leadership school. It was online because at the moment I didn't have. I was still in high school to leave my house.
Yeah.
That's very hard issue and thing. So so every time I go on the platform and be on the platform. So I got started this platform online at the school, and that was where my leadership journey started. And I didn't just follow the script, but I started putting it into practice. And here I am today. I can structure my own leadership and stuff. So what got me, or what keep me into the development is
Mhm.
passion, a passion for working with young people.
So thank you, James. I mean, like I said, we are here to listen to your journey. It has been a great one so far. Listening to how you start an advocate for quality education. Like I said, from from my earlier stage, I know, like I said, most young people do not, right? But yeah, as a young man, just thinking outside of the box, seeing how best you can help young people too to come up with peers or younger generation to see how best you can help them. That's a great initiative. That's something I must applaud you for.
Thank you.
So if you are listening, that's have him here today as our guest. James is an inspiration to his peers, to young people coming up there. So if you want, you just have to go ahead and start. You don't need more money, but with the right passion, the right people, you can start from somewhere. So we are going to take a short break. So if you are just joining us, welcome to the Youth Panorama that is every week before 4 p.m. So we are also shape just in case like program because it's a wonderful program. You get to feature the voices of young people who has not already been told. We get to feature them here. We share their success stories. We share their challenges. So we are open for sponsorship, and if you want to be our sponsor, you can call this number 0770 005 5744, or you can also email us at online TV at focusfm.com and Lavi focusfm.com LAVILINN at focusfm.com. If you want to keep following and listening to this program, you can follow us on Facebook, Focus FM. Also follow us on YouTube. We are also streaming online, and we also broadcast by radio at Foca FM 89.5. And of course, this is the program the youth panorama, and I okay. Welcome back. You are just joining us to youth panorama on 89. So, welcome to 89.5 from the youth panorama. We have been discussing of Liberia so far, how it has been for us. So, people of Liberia, who are some of the young people that are create change in their own way. And is one of those young people who's, especially for us young people out there on the street, and we do not have the means to school. So James is sharing his story, his journey on a quality education advocate, and he has been from his organization on the lives of other young people, share his own knowledge about how best he can help get other people using his. So welcome back. We are going. can continue sharing experiences, working with young people in that this leadership capacity, working with people. So James, back again. I mean, it's an honor having you here. So if you don't mind, we are continuing to ask some amazing questions because we want to know what you are into and how well you are helping to shift life on a perspective. Because we are tired of hearing that people are not. Yeah, the fact that you know this person that they are doing very well. They do not have platform. They do not have the opportunity to share their story. So that's why this youth panorama here focus where we get bring young people to share their story. Talk to us about youth, most especially like it's not just limited to Liberia or even for Liberians, most especially young people here to start to get on board and start embracing things. Like they can learn from some of you young people that are doing well, serve as a them. Now, to the next question, I want to know like you are into advocacy for quality. So, what are some of the gaps or drift in Liberia's education system that made you to, involve into the things that you're involved with?
Okay, so speaking of gaps in the educational system, as was saying earlier, Agro lacks good infrastructure in terms of labs, uh, library, computer, uh, school infrastructure. So, library had percentage on school. If you look at the percentage on the SDG, it has 49 percentage overall. So, library had saying they have a person made there out of 466. So, library is trying, but they're not trying to the expectation to be trying. One thing that I think library focus on is having free education. Because in Liberia, we say this education is free, but we still add registration fee, which should be more cost. since I have opportunity, I can be trained other political leader because my leadership ability is not just to implement it, but also to teach other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of my programs at the organization is about leadership. It force on leadership. My main focus was people into leadership and for us to not just have politicians. Because I always thought about this. I want to divert politics from leadership, especially politicians. Leaders are people who don't think that leaders are who serve,
Yeah.
not people who want to take. So once you get that understanding that leadership is about serving
Mm-hmm.
and you want to be in the politics, you explode.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how was it for you? What was the experience for you?
Uh,
Did it change your mindset in any way?
Actually, the program was actually good and it gave me a whole lot of like I was actually just looking for Liberia, but it gave me the perspective that Africa is one and we should work towards Africa in order for our nation to be at the top of what we wanted to do. It got me some networks and it also got me some knowledge on things. Like I got a partnership with a girl from Nigeria who is East Agility,
Okay.
and we are working on this in for Africa. Plan is to reach out to all of the African countries and find a way we the young because there's a say young people are not doing anything,
Mm-hmm.
especially listening against that because I've seen a lot of young people that are putting themselves in the development.
Right.
Yeah, I tell you for sure,